In this video...
Oh yeah, it is thin. The plastic part in the middle there is like V-shape. Actually Velcro as well, not hook and loop, but officially Velcro. As a lot of you all already know, the next range of Parkside tools comes out at Lidl on the 2nd of February, this Sunday. I thought it was the 30th. But I thought in the meantime, I need to get my fix. So I bought some tools from this week's offers. Or last week's. Hello sheddies, and you join me again in my shed. We'll go through the things I bought, also something that isn't in the tool range that I can use for something else. One of the tools in there I'm not going to use for what it's intended. I'll explain later. I've got some channel news at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. My good friend Frank from Frank's Little Workshop, I'll put the link below. A lot of you have already been to his channel. He bought some of those lifting clamps. He was using them as well on one application. I never even thought of, which I think is a brilliant idea. So I'll put the link to his video below as well. These bad boys. While I was at Lidl in the middle aisle, I saw that those 12 volt ones with a charger, normally $6.99. The 2 ampere ones, these with the charger, 12 volt, they've gone down from $6.99 to $4.99. There was plenty of lathes left if anyone's interested. Right, let's see what's in the bag. But before we do, let's have a quick look at what's in this week's offers. That's where I got confused. Look, 30th of January to the 5th of February. Parkside impact drill. Boring. Hey, Parkside. This is what I've got my eye on first of all. Biscuit jointer. Reduced from $29.99 to $26.99 with the Lidl Plus app, which I use. I noticed a while ago they did a cordless biscuit jointer, which some mixed reviews on that. I think the blade wasn't positioned particularly well, but anyway, we need to look at that one. So I'll be getting that. And I want to get a few more. Now, if it's down to me, I'd buy the lot actually. Even though I've got a stapler or a tacker, I've got a Clark one. Covered in cobwebs. Clark one, I haven't used this for a while, as you can see. Great bit of kit this, but you obviously have to use a compressor. Now, if you're on the move or whatever, that will come in really handy. Now you can put in this one up to, I can't remember what size nails it's, let's say 50 mil, I think it is. This one, 15 to 25 mil staples, type 55, nails, type 47, 15 to 32 mil long. But am I going to need 50 mil long? Reasonable length, actually. I've already got the batteries, of course, 2 amp hour and the 4 amp hour. Let me know if anyone else has got one of these. Circular saw, I've only got a 240 volt circular saw made by Wix, I think it is. But I put a new blade on there and it's done the job. I mean, I use it with this poor man's track saw from Parkside. Clampable track. You can either clamp up wood for glue ups, or you can use it as a rail to guide against for a circular saw. I've used that lots. Problem is, it only goes up to about a meter. So if you've got a 1.2 meter piece of timber, you ain't going to fit it over it. So, do I get another one of these? $34.99, 3,800 RPM, angle cut 0 to 45 degrees, of course. So, I'm tempted. Then we've got the jigsaw. I've already got that combination saber saw jigsaw, but you haven't got the tilt on it for angle cuts. Tempted with that. I'm tempted with everything, but let's have a look at that. 20 volt LED work light on there. Lots of rubber. We like rubber. On tools. $22.99. Cordless angle grinder. I've got a cordless angle grinder from Ferrex, but this is what is this? 76 mil blade on there. Good for cutting tiles. I don't think I need to get one of them. I mean, it's good because it's in that position, I suppose. But, I can still get in the right position with my normal grinder by moving the handle. So I don't think I'll bother with that. I don't know. Who knows? I'm not going to let you know what I get. It's just going to come out in videos. If I can get any of this at all, of course. Heat gun, $14.99. Ooh, 20 volt cordless ratchet wrench. I've never had one of them. Yeah, I could do one of them. Cordless saber saw. I've got a recip saw already. It's 240 volt one. Don't use it that often. I don't think I'll bother, but you never know. These were buy one, get one free, if you remember last year. Now they're back to normal price again. And this, now cordless impact driver, one of my subscribers, he basically mentioned that he bought that believing it was going to be a drill and an impact driver in one. And I believe, might be wrong, but there's a 12 volt version where you can take the chuck off and you've got an impact driver behind it. I don't think so on this one. So it's got the hammer drill action, because you can see it's got a handle at the side as well. I believe it's got the hammer, but no impact driver as such, because it's a impact drill, but not a driver. So debatable, but I think I'll be getting one of them because this one hasn't got the hammer action. And for $19.99, not bad. So that's it. 2 pages, tools from Lidl, limited offers, out on the 2nd of February. By the way, I'm saving all these every week from now on, and we can refer back to them later down the line just to see what the price differences are. Next, a pair of handsaws, or a handsaw set, 2 different sizes. Before we come on to them, there's also a Parkside tool drop, if you want to call it that, on the 9th of February. I've only just realised tonight, actually, and I was quickly scanning through what there is. I'll bring them up on the screen now. So, an inverter welder for $69.99, a sharpener like the Ferrex one, $16.99, tap and die set, $12.99, a rivet nut tool, a grinder, bench grinder, $24.99 with the Lidl app. What else we got? Oh, those wrenches, I've set of 3 of those already, and I've already seen the rotary tool accessory set. And then we've also got this LED power bank rechargeable light, $19.99. A precision tool set. Oh, look at wall storage and these interlocking organisers. Plenty to have a look at. Oh, extendable ratchets as well. So it looks like I'll be going shopping again a week on Sunday. So interesting to see what else is coming out. So I've got plenty of tools to be going at. Don't want to spend too much, or do I? Oh, you only live once. A pair of Parkside handsaws. Instantly visible. Rubber. Perfect. For sawing various types of wood, with a scale, ruler on the top of each of them. 2-piece set, 3-year warranty. 1 handsaw foxtail, 450mm, 7 teeth per inch. Blade thickness, 0.9mm. Handsaw foxtail, 350mm, 11 teeth per inch. Blade thickness, also 0.9mm. With saw blade guard. I didn't get that. I must have dropped off. I'm a bit heavy-handed though. I wonder if it's still in the bag. No, I didn't check. Probably still in the stillage in the shop. Never mind. Let's have a look. Warranty. Obviously, the smaller blade there, we've got 11 teeth per inch and then 9 teeth per inch on the rough saw. So this is going to be good for the finer detail stuff like skirting boards, laminate floors, picture frames, whatever, really. Just fine cutting stuff. And also the thickness of the wood you're actually cutting as well, of course. I mean, I think a middle ground is normally around 8 or 9, I think, for both, thereabouts. But if this one is 7, that's more of a rough cut. And as we can see on here, of course, it's got a ruler down the straight edge. Obviously good for putting up against a piece of wood and measuring out. The set square there as well, of course. 90-degree angle, got a 45-degree angle there. Screwed together, it's plastic, 2-piece, screwed together. Captive nuts on the other side. And old favourite, rubber on both sides. No movement, as we'd expect. Don't know how long these are going to last, of course. I'll hang a hole at the end of each one. Yeah, so a ruler down the smaller one as well. Let's try them out. There's not much we're really going to find out. I suppose it's going to cut. I suppose if we did 1,000 cuts, we'd work out how good they are. But let's just do a quick cut with them. This piece of wood I've been using to demonstrate quite a few tools. It's getting smaller and smaller. A little bit high, really, to doing a perfect handsaw cut. It needs to be a bit lower, really. But we're just having a play. Anchor it with the Parkside clamps to this worktop. First, the big saw. In fact, let's put a clamp on the rear of it as well. There we go. Yeah, it's a saw. Put my trousers up. Next, smaller handsaw with the 11 teeth per inch blade. Oh, bit of a chip out. But, obviously it takes longer with this saw, but it's a much finer cut. Let's look at them again in 1,000 cuts. The Parkside handsaw set. Next. Right, I got this because I saw it on Roger's channel, Garage Workshop. I think you've seen it already. Here's Roger in action.
Heard a creak then. Another weight on there. It's definitely moving apart. The weight doesn't help. It's an extra 5 kilograms.
Obviously, that wasn't the video about this product, but go over and check his channel anyway, if you haven't already. Fantastic channel. That video was when he was testing different glues. And look, God loves a tryer. Roger certainly tried in that video. Great. great results. Sorry, Rog, I know you're good for a laugh though, mate. Also, these lifting clamps, if anyone knows about any of these still left in stock in the Manchester area, or thereabouts, let Roger know at the garage workshop. He's after some, and he missed out, didn't he? And also, Roger mentioned to me, he was looking at buying the bandsaw that's coming out at Parkside. Now, someone else had mentioned the same thing. I haven't seen it anywhere. A cordless bandsaw. Coming out in certain parts of the UK or Europe, I don't know. I haven't seen it. Let me know in the comments below. A link to Roger's channel below as well. Right, back to the action. Masking film set, masking tape down one side, indoor and outdoor use, easy to fit, 30% thinner, special adhesive tape. Ooh. Flatter paint edge. And a cutting aid to get in there as well. £2.99. Oh, and before I forget, the handsaw set, £6.99. Parkside performance. Clean, exceptionally straight paint lines, leaving no residue when removed after 21 days in direct sunlight or shade. Masking film, approximately 150 centimetres by 25 metres, with adhesive tape, 1.9 centimetres width, two-piece set. Oh yeah, it is thin. Yeah, it does seem a lot finer than normal masking tape. Very sticky. Let's cut a piece off and see what we're up against. Where's the... And slice. Ooh, that's good. That feels... Oh, that was a bit awkward. But yeah, it works. Box cutter. Similar to a box cutter. That's one length of it there, which should be, let's say, 1.4 metres. Tape at the end. Oh, got all messed up, look. So you can see it's attached, so bonded to it by the looks of things. Stick it on something. There we go. It comes off nicely. Oh, let's get a bit of... I'll tell you what I can use. I've shown this stuff before, clear gloss spray paint and also colour gloss spray paint, but I've never had red. So I thought I'd get a couple of tins. They're normally £3.99 each. This stuff's really good. I've never had red, but you never know when red is needed. It's actually called Ruby Red Gloss. So yeah, normally £3.99 each, 2 for £6. I'll do. One squirt. Nice sharp line, look. Nice sharp line. That is a sharp line as well. No bleed out. I suppose I should have sprayed it a lot more. Let's just do another piece there. It'll always come off. But loads on it. My cutting board. Yeah, that's a sharp line. A bit there, but it's a rough end. But that's the critical part. Look, nothing. Nice. I'm happy with that. Cost, what was it? £2.99. And they were 2 for £6. You've got all sorts of colours in there. I've got whites and blacks and aluminium and whatever else. Next! How do I get that off? A bit of white spirits will do the job. Adds character. Next! So, you wonderful tool enthusiasts, here we have a corner roller. Now, I've just decorated the entire hallway and staircase, and going in the corners when you're cutting in, always use a paintbrush. I think most of us do, because you can't get into the roller because it leaves those sort of twirly edges around the outside. So I got one of these. Obviously, I've seen them before. Never thought to get one, but these were £2.49. So a corner roller, hang on. 2-piece set. Have I missed a piece out? Have I, the piece, or is it just one? Is that the other piece? Is that one piece and that the other piece? It says 2-piece set here. Something hasn't popped out of this and I've missed out of it. So as we can see, lovely rubber on the handle. Hole to put at the end to hang it on the wall. Feels good in the hand. Solid steel arm. Get rid of that. It does say corner roller, singular, so it must be just that. Get in the corners. Feel underneath it. It's like the plastic part in the middle there is like V-shaped. Yeah, it is. It's V-shaped. Right into the corner as well. Just going to depress it. Yeah. Well, I've got the whole of the upstairs to do, so that is going to come in handy. Length of it, what is it, about 450mm, something like that. Next. So, paintbrushes, £2.49 for these long reach ones. Now, I was attracted to these for another reason, not for painting, even though they'll be good for painting. Look how they're angled, look, or 2 of them are angled. I suppose that you could do that with any paintbrush, I suppose. It just kinked at one end, but it gave me an idea. But first of all, let's have a quick look at them. So £2.49 for all three. Emulsion paint, paint and glaze, set of 3. Longer handle, one flat brush, 25mm. Class it as a radiator brush. Now I've actually got the radiator roller, you know, the long one to get around the back. Back wall behind a radiator, not the radiator. Synthetic bristles for good coverage and great results. FSC certified wood. You know, when you look at things, it gives you inspiration, doesn't it? It gives you ideas. Now, I may not use this, but it's giving me an idea of what I could use something like this for. I'll show you what I mean. But first of all, obviously, back of cupboards, in strange areas, back of radiators, whatever, you can get to. And because it's sort of kinked there as well, you can get round into corners as well. So, yeah, plenty of applications, of course. Let me show you what my idea is. Don't need them. Probably noise. The lance on my vacuum comes to anything like that. Now I know you can get bristle ends from side of over, but I haven't got one. I probably should buy one. But I was thinking, if I did that, or somewhere like that, let's get a cable tie. In fact, let's use the Velcro. Velcro strips here. They are made for looping up cable on tools. I use these for all sorts of things. In fact, these were in Lidl as well. Multicoloured ones in a box, but I didn't need any. But if you need any, I'm sure there might be still some in there. I was just going to cable tie this, but this is only an experiment just to see if it works. I might find a better way. In fact, I just thought of a way I could actually fit them on better. Oh yeah, you see, look for sweeping up and for collecting dust. Let's get some dust. A bit of sawdust. It'll do. Let's say that is covered in dust. Sometimes hard to get into all the little corners, but with this, trial and error, trial and error. This is why sheds are so fun. You can just play around and experiment. Even if you just waste a lot of time and it's easier just to buy one, where's the fun in that? Self-adhesive Velcro here, actually Velcro as well, not hook and loop, but officially Velcro. I've used this for all sorts of stuff. Piece off. Yeah, I'll do. We're experimenting. Stick that on there. Like so. So I'm going to put this one right at the end there. Just stick him on about there. Ah. He's doing the job, though. He's sweeping. What we'll do is turn it on. It works, though. Oh, yeah. That don't work very well, though. It stays stuck. But you get the idea. I might just chop that off and make some sort of bracket to sit it on. Or I might fit it permanently, actually, because the lance sits in. So I might be able to twist it. I don't know. I'll play around with it. That was just an idea I had that I'm showing you. Next. A A3 sketch pad by Creelando. Obviously not Parkside, but in the middle aisle of Lidl. And I was quite impressed with this. £3.99. I've bought paintbrushes from Creelando before, from Lidl. The little artist paintbrushes, A3 size, but look at that, that's nice, isn't it? Fresh canvas for designing the new layout in my workshop shed. Nice thick paper as well, so it can stay in there, or it's perforated so you can rip them out. 50 pages, it's a hard front, hard back, so if you want to rest it on a, I don't know if you rest it on your knee or not, it's fairly rigid, but yeah, £3.99. Thought I've got to get that. In fact, let's just do a quick sketch of what I'm thinking. First page of the book. If you saw in the last video, I've got my man cave shed with disco lights in and all that sort of thing, sofas, whatnot. I'm taking a lot of it out because I'm going to make it a dedicated workshop now. So let me just quickly show you what I mean. And this is not to scale. I will do a better scale version of it, but let's just mock it up. So this is it pretty much as it is now. I've got my workbench here where I'm standing. There's my tool wall. That's my bar kitchen, not touching that. There's a concertina door to get in there. And I've got one workbench here where my lathe is, my pillar drill, bandsaw. This side, I've got the crosscut miter saw here. And then in the minute I've got a laser cutter there. I've got a set of drawers here, and then I've got my stereo above that, and the cupboards all the way around high level. Then my desk, well, there's a freezer there that wants taking out, and I was going to put like a log burner there actually. Double doors at the front. I might be making them redundant. And then I've got a desk here. That's an L-shaped one. I've got a sofa there, a little cabinet there that I made, and a little cabinet there, with obviously cupboards are all around the top. Now this area here, oh, and just here is my pull-out workbench, which you sometimes see, which folds away and slots underneath here. So my idea is, where's my rubber? Have I missed anything? Window there. Yeah, right. Let me just get my rubber. Mate, a razor. The little things I can't find. Oh, here we are. That'll do. The end of this pencil. So, sofa's going. Worst eraser known to man. Stay to that. That's all going. Instead, I want to bring this worktop is about 700 mil. I want to bring it out a bit more, about 900 mil. So starting there, I'm going to leave that set of drawers there. So if I leave my crosscut saw here, the timber can go in front of those drawers, so that's all good. But then do a worktop there, comes round as an L to here, comes in slightly there, all by about 900 mil-ish to there. I really want deep worktops. Here I want to get one of those liftable desks, probably a bit smaller than that actually, that can go up high and then down to normal desk height. Have a chair here somewhere. And I've got all this real estate here to put my tools on, make a better tool in that corner along this back edge as well. And then my plan is to get rid of that and then have down the center like a fixed I say a fixed workbench. It's going to be on wheels, but most of the time it's going to be there. And then before it or after it, I have a table saw. I'm undecided on that yet. Underneath here is going to be a workbench that pulls out from underneath on wheels again, with drawers in and whatnot. And then I can rotate that because here, underneath here is dead space, and here is dead space. So what I'm thinking of doing is having my welder table I'm going to make underneath there on wheels, and then under here maybe a router table or something else, or a bench grinder table or whatever, something there that I can wheel out as well. So I could take that workbench out, rotate it slightly, drag those out if I need to, a bit of what's it called, a bit of Jenga or tic-tac-toe, whatever it is. So slide that out first, bring that one in, then out that one, and then put that one back if I need to. Same with that side, that can go out. That's my first idea. Lots of things on wheels, French cleats, magnets, shadow foam, rubber. No rubber. Yeah, Velcro is always good for storage. Loads of magnet strips, loads and loads of ideas. And thanks for all your comments as well. And by the way, all the comments, sorry I don't get back to them all straight away. I'm gonna have a real big slog at getting back to everybody. I promise I will. Thanks for all your emails as well, by the way. I get so many emails, it's all brilliant. A lot of stuff about heads up on Parkside. Also, have a quick look at this. Thanks, Andy, for sending me that. There was one left in stock. I think it was battered, actually. But they wouldn't let him have it for 1p. Have you seen the same in your stores? So, what was I saying? That is the first sort of sketch. Not to scale, not to size, but gives you an idea of what my ideas are. Sketchbook, £3.99. Hang on a minute, I forgot something. Right, so these doors I might make redundant. When I say that, I might make them into, the minute like French doors, I might make them into like a barn door with no windows in it. There's windows in it at the minute, it's a French door. I may blank off these windows as well, actually, and I may put roof lights in just to let light in from above. Was thinking of putting this log burner here. I may buy a new bandsaw, a decent one on wheels. It's going to sit there that can wheel out. And then I was thinking of either putting like a bench here that can fold away if I want to get something through these doors, because I have a door here in my bar kitchen. So I can get in there easy enough to get to my shed. Not use them doors unless I want to get something big in there or I want to get something big out. Workbenches as well, I want to make them from 700 to about 900. So they're going to be deeper. Maybe just that side. I don't know about there. I don't want to close it in too much in the middle. This door here, now this leads out to an area I've got out the back there where I'm thinking of putting my dirty room. Now this is something I've thought about for a while. I've mentioned it before for doing grinding and so I can extract all the metal dust out of the way. The door that I can shut off there. Workbench at this end and the tool wall stay as it is. I'm thinking of doing something in the roof area. Maybe shelving that can get in like this. So there's the shed and then, I don't know. Loads of ideas. Too many ideas. And I didn't mention as well the overall length. That is 30 feet and that is 12 feet. This is version 1. More to come. Next. Right, there is no next, it's just me. What I was going to say about the channel, or should I say another channel. I've set up another one called Head to the Shed, but it's called Head Number 2 The Shed. I'll put it on the screen now, hence my second channel. There's going to be no changes on this channel at all. It's going to stay exactly the same. I'm going to upload exactly the same. And on there, it's going to be a lot of probably raw footage and a bit more less finessed, if you can call this channel finessed. Behind the scenes stuff, I suppose. Visiting DIY stores, the things I've bought. Vlogging type, raw, unfinessed, waffle channel. And I should have probably put a video on by now of just my first video. It's probably a couple of minutes long just to say it's the first video. You might be into that sort of channel. You might not. Have a look. Consider subscribing if you're new here. Give me a thumbs up, really helps. Put all your comments below. And like I say, sorry for the delay in getting back to you. I will get back to you. It's just time. Please keep your comments coming though. I love them. Anything and everything. Stick your thoughts, experiences, whatever, below. I've not long set up an Instagram. I haven't put much on there yet, but the link for that is below as well. Let's see what Sunday brings and what I buy. Ooh. And then the following Sunday. I need to tighten my belt a bit. As always, I'm not an expert. This is just my hobby. Take what you like out of it. Health and safety wise, don't do what I do. Do what's good for you. And that statement also applies to spending too much money at Lidl on the Parkside range. I'll stick on the screen somewhere now, probably this side or that side, all my other tool reviews. More to come. Thanks for watching. Take care. And remember, keep calm and head to the shed. Go and check it out. Cheers. See you next time on Weekend Shedhead.